In this video, I'm going to expose the guru scam. This scam, though, is not the typical scam. I'm not going to be exposing any one individual or any group of individuals that are scamming people. Instead, what I'm going to expose is a cosmic joke that the universe is playing on all of us. Okay? And I'm going to give it to you right here, right now, okay? The word guru is spelled G-U-R-U, okay? Think about that for a moment, okay? Guru is spelled G-U-R-U, okay? Think about that for a moment while I switch gears. I'm going to switch gears quickly here to David Foster Wallace, an American writer and professor who gave a commencement speech at Kenyon College in 2005. And he opened this talk with a short parable about two young fish that were swimming along, and they happened to meet up with an older fish that is swimming the other way. And as the older fish passes by, he nods and says, "Morning, boys, how's the water?" Well, the two young fish continue to swim past, and after a bit, one looks at the other and says, "What the hell is water?" Now, David Foster Wallace goes on to point out that the significance of this parable is that often in our lives, the most obvious realities are the most important ones, and they are actually the ones that are hardest to see and talk about. So I'm going to backtrack now to the obvious. G-U-R-U, guru, right? Now, I don't know if you caught it in my verbiage that I was giving you, but I'm going to give you a little bit I'm going to hold up a little thing here and take a look at this, okay? G-U-R-U, okay? Yeah, it's pretty blatantly obvious that the word guru is basically just telling you G-U-R-U, okay? And you don't need to travel the world and hike the Himalayas to find a wise old yogi to help you find yourself, okay? You are your own guru, okay? G-U-R-U, okay? Now, what does this matter? Well, I think it matters because it teaches us that sometimes the most obvious, okay, are things that we don't see, okay? I've watched, I mean, years and years, I've read books, watched movies, watched countless YouTube videos. I love YouTube videos about gurus, okay? And every time I watch one, I'm waiting for someone to point out the fact that, you know, the four letters that make up the word guru, you know, basically sound like a sentence that, you know, helps with your enlightenment, helps you attain enlightenment. G-U-R-U. And I never find it. And I don't know that if these teachers, you know, that are wise and have a lot to share, if they just sort of don't bring it up because they believe it's so obvious that everybody knows, you know, that that word is made up of four letters that really sort of blows up the whole thing, that you need some outside teacher to tell you who you are. But, you know, needless to say, let's get back to David Foster Wallace for a moment, because he ends up sharing this parable because he finishes up the talk by reminding us is that it's not just what we know, okay? It's not the knowledge that we have, okay? but it's how we apply it, what we choose to think about, and how we are aware of this. So this video today, again, as I expose the guru scam, it's merely exposing what is so obvious, okay? Now, again, what is the value of knowing those two young fish? What's the value of knowing that this is water? In fact, that's the title of the commencement speech that David Foster Wallace gave. And if I didn't mention already, it's on YouTube. It's a great video. You should check it out. This is water. What's the value for those fish to know that this is water? I don't know. What's the value of knowing the word guru is spelled G-U-R-U and sounds like a sentence when you spell it out? I don't know. But if we look at the concrete, okay, if we actually look at water, what is the value of water to fish? I mean, it's a life-sustaining element, okay? That's what it is. And, what is the concrete value of knowing who you are, of knowing yourself? Gee, you are you. What's the value in knowing that? I don't know. It's probably immeasurable, but I believe it's immense.